thanks for coming on the show again, you guys. Yeah, we're trying to help you, Patrick. Yeah. Hey, you need some new footage. Hey, Patrick. Yeah? You know those cargo ships? Yeah. They were stuck out in the ocean. They've been out there for a month. Yeah, I know. It's bad. There's not going to be much stuff here. Yeah, we're really worried. Are we going to be able to get our Christmas presents? Yeah, Santa will come by. He'll take care of you. Oh, okay. So, what else is new? Oh, not much. I got some impressions to help your show a lot. Impressions? Yeah, you want to see one? Oh, I'll show them to you. Okay. Okay, this is me as a fly swatter. Here. Shoo. You got any others? Yeah, this is me last Saturday night at the party. They threw me over the telephone wire. Here. Okay, say goodnight to everybody. Good night, you guys. Good night. Hi, this is Patrick Hanifin. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and click the like button and leave me your comments and suggestions. They are just greatly appreciated. Today we're going to talk about the economy, inflation, prepping, and ways to help you. I'm down here today on Balboa Island in Newport Beach on a little street called Appolina Street, and it's the cutest street. I just want to show you. It's known as the storybook street, actually, and the homes are just so cute. And we're one block from the South Bayfront, so we'll walk along the Bayfront too. I'll just show you a few of these houses here. They are just so cool. There's just so much character. Get the sun out of my eyes so I can see what I'm filming here. Everyone is just so charming and so interesting. Just a little one block street here in the 100 block, but it's just, the houses are so nice. And these little 3 or 4 houses right here I've always really liked. They're just so cool. They're just like little storybook houses. Look like something that would belong in Disneyland. And get out the sun so I can see better what I'm filming here. Real calm day down here. 80 degrees. Summer's over, but it's still summer weather and still just beautiful, and just a great day. The palm trees, clear sky, and look right down there is the bay where it came in from the ocean. And look how cool these are. These gardens. Just such nice houses. And you know, it's funny. I'm showing all these nice houses and kind of talking about our dismal economy here. And warn you guys as usual to keep prepping. I just got done filming all the cargo ships off Huntington Beach, and it's like 60 ships just full of stuff. It's unbelievable. And the stores are so picked through. I'm just worried that you're going to have things for Christmas, and it's just scary. And it's funny though, we live in such a beautiful place. This is especially beautiful, but just living in the United States, we're so lucky and so blessed. And all these homes are just so cool. It's fun to come down here and film. I used to live down here, and it was like, it seems like they're always remodeling, just constantly. They made it so nice. They have like benches you can sit on, and the houses are all decorated for Halloween. You're on the bayfront, you got sand here. Water's still pretty warm, you can go swimming. You can't tell the new houses from the old houses because they build the new houses to look like the old ones. And one thing's interesting, they've increased the seawall. They made it higher. Global warming, I guess they raised it one layer and then they raised it a second layer, and now they've raised it a third one. But what a beautiful place. And the only negative about this place is you're close to the airport, and they have a lot of flights over here. It gets pretty noisy sometimes. I remember when I lived down here, they were going to increase the flights. Orange County Airport to 73. And they said, that's it, we'll never expand it again. And they had a petition going around not to even have that. And I remember John Wayne signed the petition to ban the airport. And they had all these signatures, and they didn't, you know, they just kept expanding it. But at the airport, they changed the name to the John Wayne Airport, and they put a statue of him in bronze, big, huge bronze statue with his hands on his sides, you know. And I'm going, they should make his hands on his ears, covering the noise of those planes. That's what they should do. And that's a little electric boat right there. It's called a Duffy. And this is a public pier. See that little boat there, little air blown up boat? That's they can come in and dock on this pier, you know, walk into the village and go shopping for a little while. And we can walk out on this pier. There's another electric boat. Way over there, the red, white, and blue boat going by, that's a tour boat. It takes you around the harbor and walk out on this dock here. It's just hard to believe that all the inflation we're having right now, and yet, you know, we still have all these beautiful things. Here comes another electric boat, you know, but not everybody's living like this, you know, unfortunately. And I mean, the gas has gone up 40% this year. The average price of gas in California is $5.70. What is it? $5.57. You know, Costco, it's over $5 now, and a nice shot of the houses. But everything, I mean, used cars went up 35% this year. The new cars have gone up over 20%. I mean, there's nothing that hasn't gone up. You know, food in the grocery store in 10 months, they predicted it go up another 10%, went up 10% the last 10 months. You know, and they call the cost of living 5.4%. Find something that hasn't gone up more, at least 5.4%. I don't know how they come up with these figures. I don't believe them. I think we're in for a hard, hard winter. People's unemployment's expiring. The unemployment rate is, you know, is still getting higher. I mean, there's 300,000 people applied for unemployment again today. It's 1 million a month. You know, I mean, these people don't have jobs. It just can't go on forever like this. You know, it's cute. I mean, it's the money printing. You know, that's the term for it. And it's real cute, but is China just going to keep taking our printed money forever? It becomes worth less and less. I mean, it's great. Yeah, thanks for all the goods. Here, let me print you up some more money. And, you know, and these ships, you know, it's costing them a fortune to deliver this stuff over here because they're waiting a month to unload the ships. It used to be a cargo container was $2,000. It's $25,000. I mean, how long can they keep this going on? And seriously, I mean, they're going to get fed up. The prices are going to go higher. They're not going to keep shipping things over at the agreed prices. And a lot of the items on the ship are just turning moldy and dirty and, you know, getting destroyed. They're having fires on the ships. It just can't go on. And I don't know what to tell you, you know, like, it's like, you know, if you own a house and the average house in Orange County here, not down here, here's like 3 million, you know, 8 million, whatever, but the average house in Orange County is like over $1 million. And that's like a 3-bedroom, 2-bath stucco house with a tile roof, you know. That's nothing special at all. It's not even in Irvine. It's just an okay house. And, you know, okay, so you have $1 million house and you borrow on it. It went up 20% a year. You keep it for a few years, it's, you know, 40% of $1 million, and then you borrow a couple $100,000, you can live for a while, but that only goes on so long. You can't just keep that going on indefinitely, and the money becomes worth less and less. And gold and silver, that's not working. It's, people are buying Bitcoin and diving in and out and making money on it, but can they keep doing that forever? It's a pyramid scheme. Come on, let's be honest. You know, it eventually will die off. I mean, sure, you could buy right now at $61,000 for a Bitcoin, and it'll hit 100,000, and it probably will. But we'll just keep going and going, or we'll just have another one of those giant drops, and you lose your shirt, and you have to cash out because you need the money, and I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. I've done the gold and silver thing. I still have some, but it's like, it's crazy. I mean, it's like, you're going to take that and sell it in a pawn shop or a coin shop. They'll give you, you know, 70% of what it's worth, and you buy it, they charge you, if you buy less than $1,500 at a time. I see when they're buying a couple of coins, they think they're doing a good thing. They're not. I mean, they charge you sales tax. It's like 7.75% here in California, almost 8% sales tax. You know, and then if you buy it on eBay, you're going to pay postage and shipping, and then you're going to have to sell it, and that's another 15%. And then you're going to have to ship it out, and then you're going to lose some money that way, and you're not going to get the price you hoped for. You know, it's a hassle. What are you going to do, a coin at a time or a little sleeve of coins? It's just so much work, and wait for it, and wait for the payment, and hope the payment's good. And, it's crazy. It's crazy. And yet, you know, I mean, look at these homes. God, I remember when this house was like $400,000, you know, and now it used to belong to a plumber called Harper Plumbing. And I don't know what this is, you know, $3 million. This is a super block. This is Coral Street, really nice street. The person that used to live in this house here with all the flowers, I don't know, they're still living there. They used to call her the mayor of Coral Street. And she had about 4 houses on this little 100 block. And she sold one to this plumber guy here, and he parked his blue plumbing truck right here, and she hated that so much, it just bothered her. You know, she was all frustrated. She was the mayor. I lived in a house. Where was the house I lived in? Right there with the red flag. I remember my mom bought that house, and she paid like $40,000 for that house. Right here, $40,000. It was like a little cute 2-bedroom on one, 2-bedroom and 2-bedroom. It was a duplex, and it had a grass lawn in the front, so nice. And then she married an alcoholic, and he burnt through her money, and she had a couple houses down here, and she lost it all. Then I had a surf shop, and that did real well, and I was able to buy a few more houses back down here, and got my feet going again. And this is just a super good street too, and it's one of the wider streets and full of character. And it's an interesting house, street too. That house over there with the American flag. I remember when we lived here, there was like 10 years that I never saw a single person at that house. Probably a family house and really cute, but just no one ever came there and visited. You know, you get all these stories down here, but it's sure a fun area. People used to live in this house. They had 2 little dachshunds, and they had a painter, and the painter, when he worked every day, he trained the dachshunds, and they used to play baseball. One dachshund would pitch the ball, and the other would hit it with its nose. Just a fun street, full of stories, and people down here are just really generally nice. Most of the people here live here because they like to live here, and they're friendly, and there'd be a guy that would, Larry Capoon used to be a paddleboarder, and he'd have a movie camera, and he'd films, and he'd show movies down here on the weekends sometimes, and everybody would sit at the end of the street, and they bring mats to sit on and dinner, and they just watch his movies. Great place to live, you know, but it's expensive lifestyle, I'll tell you, unless you have a lot of money and can back yourself up well. You know, prices in real estate, I remember I was out of state and I came back and they fell 53%. Huntington Beach where I live, it was just like, I go, oh my gosh, my house has gone down 53%, you know, and interest rates weren't even that cheap then. And I don't know, you know, as they raise these interest rates up, I don't know if these prices that we have will continue on or not. I don't know. The predictions are they will keep going up. And you know, on the radio, people are trying to buy your house, you know, all these companies, and obviously they think it's going to go up. But you know, it felt like that when I bought last time too, and I don't know if this is going to continue on or not. Let me give you a little bit more of a walk along here, and. Anyway, I wanted to warn you about the gold and the silver because it's just such a risky investment. And you think it's the safest one, but it doesn't work out that way. And that's a pavilion way up there. Sailboat, there's a plane, a banner coming off the plane here, looking right into the sun, so it's kind of hard to see what I'm filming here. A bunch of sandcastles right here somebody made. Kayaks. Halloween decorations out here. It can get really crowded, but oh man, Christmas time down here is so much fun. It's everybody decorates their house, and it's like a parade down the street. It's noisy, but it's so cute. And they have a Christmas boat parade. The boats all come by here and have their lights on, and everybody's Merry Christmas, and it's just a blast. The houses all that they're getting built now are so nice and full of character. This house with these stand-up figures and the American flag here on the pier is always decorated so much. Just look at that. They got gorilla on the pier and all this. And at Christmas time, they really max this house. And the people in the house next to it, I remember the other year I walked by and they just had a sign that said Merry Christmas. That's all they had. But Yeah, you just put another little sign. My decorations are all next door. This house looks like a giant shark. I remember when they were building it, somebody came by one time and put all these teeth in these little overhang balconies. Made it look like a shark. It's an interesting house. The guy that used to own it was a musician, and he plays records, and this house acoustically is really well designed, so he can just get the maximum sound out of his records, and all kinds of solar stuff. It's copper up front here, and solar tanks underneath to store water. If there was an earthquake or a water shortage, this would be the house I'd want to be in. And they're going to have a what are they going to have? I know this, but they're going to have a big jogging race here real soon. Look at this house just getting decorated. Is this crazy or what? And they have a contest, and they have prizes for people that have the most decorated house. Pretty nice. Look at this hand sculpture here. Somebody did. Happy birthday. Anyway, I just wanted to thank you guys for watching my video. If you have any comments or any suggestions, please let me know. I'm having a great time making them. I'm retired. I'm just looking for ways to help you and help you get financially stable, and myself too. And I'm getting exercise doing this every day. I think I'm going to do a video where I just weigh myself and then encourage you guys to weigh yourself. We'll have a contest to see if we can all lose a little weight and together. And anyhow, it's just so much fun being out here in the sun. And I feel like my videos are all doom and gloom, but at the same time, I really see all this coming, and it scares me to death. It's not the California I grew up in, and I'm worried about it, and it's not the United States I grew up in, and I'm worried about it. And I see so much corporate greed on top of everything else, and all people trying to take things away from everybody else, and all the control that's going on. And I want to point that out and look for ways that we can all survive and do well. And at the same time, I want to make the videos fun, enjoyable, and we should all feel so blessed for what we have around here. And give you one final look here. Just cute house after cute house. So thank you for joining my video, and have a blessed Halloween. Stay safe, and later. Bye-bye.